the leader, the fullback, the fast winger, the dribbler, the creator of dangerous passes. Marcelo plays with the heel. Marcelo plays with a beautiful touch. Marcelo does everything on the left side. What a unique left back, honestly.
In the manufacturing team, to make it eligible for victories, a team full of sniper kings and beasts, there had to be a crazy wizard with messy hair and a smile that never leaves his face. The man who tried to move from the left-back position to a playmaker, the defender who forgot he was defending in the first place, today in 90 minutes. Our story about Marcelo is not just about a player in the history of Real Madrid. He was the beating heart and the spirit that moved the whole team.
Football. For you, it's always joy. If you can smile while playing, then why play at all?
Today we will dive into the secret of that smile and how a poor child from the streets of Brazil almost retired because of a bus ball. He became the most decorated player in the history of the greatest club in the world. Ready for a journey of madness, art, and tears? Let's go. Marcelo, and then everyone knows you as a legend in Madrid. But the story began in Fluminense with a miracle. They say your grandfather sold his car to pay for your bus fare to training. The Saudi, this story is true.
A true hero. If you were hungry, you were about to give up. Right, the distance was far, and the money wasn't there. I felt like the dream was dying. I said, no, Grandpa, I can't continue. But he looked into my eyes and said, I believe in you, and your dream is my dream too. And he sold his car so my dream could live. Every time I touched the ball, I played because...
I mean, without his sacrifice, there wouldn't have been a legend named Marcelo.
Impossible is what taught me that family and love are more important than any title or money. And that's what I kept with me at Real Madrid. It was more than a team. We were one family, rejoicing for each other and caring for one another. You arrived at Real Madrid at the age of 18 to take the place of a legend. Not just any legend, Roberto Carlos. Were you a dribbler? Dribbler is an understatement. Roberto Carlos is like family. He is the reason I love this position. I was under pressure as the press wrote every day. This kid can't fill his shoes. At first I was afraid to make mistakes. I played so cautiously that I forgot who I was.
And what changed all that? How did you emerge from that shadow of doubt?
In Brazil, a girl learned from the pressure of the samba dance that I decided not to imitate Roberto Carlos. I would be Marcelo, bringing my goals and chaos to the field. Then I met Cristiano Ronaldo, and there we caused havoc on the left wing. We created our own language, a language without words, all looks and artistic running.
This wing became ours. Daddy Marcelo.
Marcelo, what's wrong with Real Madrid and with Real Madrid? A player who shone for years with the Rio club, and many times there was harmony between him.
Ready for a player as fast as your sprints? An answer in seconds. Its goal is for you to keep telling your grandchildren.
In the 2014 Champions League final, the 10th goal.
Which player did you enjoy passing the ball to the most?
Cristiano. I would spin the ball with my eyes closed, knowing it would reach him.
I ran like crazy after he missed in the 10th.
If you weren't a football player, you would be.
Previous songs in the streets of Rio.
On what to describe your relationship with Zinedine Zidane?
He handed it to him and said to me, do whatever.
The 2014 UEFA Champions League final, the 10th title. I was on the bench and the team was losing in the 90th minute. What was going through your mind?
I was surprised. I was eating myself up on the bench. I wanted to go down and help the team somehow. When Ramos scored the equalizing goal in the 93rd minute, I felt like God was giving me a chance from heaven. Ancelotti looked at me and said, go change the match.
No, that was in the past.
And you came down and scored the third goal that killed the match. Tell me about your feeling as the ball went into the net.
It wasn't just a goal, it was a scream of joy, anger, and all the emotions that had been trapped inside me for years. In that moment, my whole life flashed before my eyes. My grandfather, his car, the exhaustion, the doubt, all of that exploded in one celebration. I cried like a child because I felt I had repaid my grandfather and the club.
Sound of music and folklore?
The crazy boy who used to laugh grew up and became not just the heart of the team, but its captain. How did Marcelo transform from an individual player to the captain who lifts trophies?
The responsibility changes you. When I wore the captain's armband, I felt the entire history of the club on my shoulders. I became the one who had to talk to the younger players, console those who were upset, and be the first to defend the team. I became the spiritual father to players like Vinicius and Rodrygo.
In the end, every journey has a final stop. Your last press conference, the legend who spent his life shining in front of the whole world. But those weren't tears of sadness.
I'm not saying goodbye. These are tears of joy because I am living knowing I fulfilled my duty. This is not goodbye because I feel that Madrid or I have not left.
Oh, here is the immortal moment. Here is the immortal moment between the hands of the seekers. And while they sought you, where am I? I have no place. How do I ask for what is there without here? These are 3 letters. Nothing else. Bring me here. Even to point to you from it so that it separates us. Even to glimpse a finger in the water.
We've reached the end of our episode. Marcelo is not just the player with the most titles in Real Madrid's history. He is the player who taught us that you can be a legend while laughing. We learned that art, madness, and loyalty can win all championships. His journey from the Arab street to lifting the Champions League as a captain is the greatest story that can be told. If this episode brought a smile to your face and touched your heart, show us your love with a like and subscribe. Activate the bell so you don't miss any new craziness. And now the question of the episode. Who is the Marcelo of your team? The player who represents the spirit, joy, and heart of the team. Waiting to see the names of your magicians in the comments until we meet in a new episode of 90 Minutes. Always stay football crazy.